It's Halloween week, and while we're all thinking costumes and candy, have you ever wondered how the spooky holiday came to be? Well, it turns out it dates back more than 2,000 years to Ireland. And that's where we find Travel Zoo senior editor Gabe Saglie in the middle of one of the biggest Halloween festivals in the world. Gabe, thank you so very much for taking some time with us this morning. So first off, set the scene for us, Gabe. You're at Derry Halloween, considered what, Europe's biggest Halloween festival? This is amazing.
Yeah, you said it, David. Listen, happy Halloween to you. It's already well underway here. But yeah, listen, these walls, by the way, they date back for more than 400 years. So a lot of history here in Derry in Northern Ireland. And Derry Halloween, which launched back in 1986, has grown to be known, if you believe USA Today, the greatest and the biggest Halloween festival in all of Europe. In fact, they're expecting about 110,000 people to descend on these streets over the next couple of days. And this is a festival that culminates on Halloween night. The launch of Derry Halloween is known as the Awakening of the Walls, where these wonderful, beautiful activations. The crowds descend on the streets as soon as the sun sets. There are some wonderful parades, wonderful parties, a spectacular fireworks show. But David, don't take my word for it. Someone who's been celebrating Derry Halloween here for, well, hundreds of years. Winifred the Witch, everybody. This has got to be the happiest time of the year for you, Winifred.
It's my favorite time of the year. It's simply magical, Gabe.
Of course, you blend right in. But why is it that Derry here in Northern Ireland has become such an epicenter for Halloween celebrations?
Well, they put on lots of spectacular celebrations in the run-up, and they put on a big parade on All Hallows Eve with lots of delightful little children.
So that's Winifred the Witch, everybody. Off she goes to haunt the streets of Derry. But listen, a little snapshot, David, of some of the spectacle, some of the color that makes this a very attractive place to celebrate Halloween any year.
Oh, wow. It's amazing. I've been to Ireland several times. I have not been for Halloween. I have got to go back for Halloween. This is just stunning, absolutely amazing.
Well, the beauty of this time of year, David, is that it's sort of a slower, softer travel time of the year to come out to Ireland. You know, you'll see the peak travel push in the summer season. But this has become, all of a sudden, for a lot of folks in the know, a great time to come as an alternative. The weather's still really pleasant. The crowds are thin. The value goes way up. For those of you in Jacksonville, you can get these nonstop flights out of Atlanta with Delta, out of Orlando with Aer Lingus, and it puts you right in the heart of the action. And once you celebrate something like Halloween now, or say St. Patrick's Day in March, you spend a couple of days beyond that, of course, traveling this country, which is super traveler friendly, if you will, whether it's by car, whether it's by train, by bike, what have you. So as you probably know, David.
Yeah, Gabe, I have traversed that island several times in car. I've zigzagged all across that great country, both of those great countries. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, so Gabe, you're off to another major event there. Tell us about this. What do you got going on?
Yeah, so listen, once this comes to an end, October 31st, there's another festival that draws people down to the south, County Meath, in a little town called Trim. It's called Puka Festival. This launched just a few years ago in 2019, and I've been covering this festival since it began. Very Mardi Gras style. It's inspired by a mythological creature known as Puka, very mischievous creature that you might bump into if you're traversing a forest in Ireland in the night. You want to be very gentle and very kind to Puka, because she could be a little mischievous, but she's inspired this very pagan inspired, but very Mardi Gras style series of days, including this really cool parade through the town of Trim. The epicenter of the action there, David, is Trim Castle. If you saw the movie Braveheart, we've got a live shot of Trim Castle right now. If you saw the movie Braveheart, this features very prominently in that film, and that's where a lot of the there's Puka, David. All right, so it's already coming to life. Derek, the god of fires there. We've got some performers. Yeah, so this is, again, Puka is inspiring this very cool festival, much younger than Derry Halloween, but still very much a testament to the Irish roots of this very spooky holiday.
Gabe, that is so cool. Speaking of roots, let's talk about that. So tell us all about how Halloween started. It originated right there in Ireland, correct?
Well, that's the thing. Not a lot of people realize that this very popular holiday has its roots right here on the island of Ireland, and specifically to a hill that I got to visit a couple years ago called the Hill of Ward, right outside the city of Trim there. They've done archaeological digs here. They've done carbon dating of remains that have been found here and determined that this is where the very first, called Samhain back then, Halloween today, the very first pagan sort of sacrificial ceremonies would have taken place, with traditions that eventually would lead, as the Irish spread around the world, to the Halloween holiday. So when this goes again back thousands of years, and back then, David, October 31st was the end of the calendar year. So harvest had ended, winter was coming, and October 31st was that day of the year where they believed the veil between this world and the next was at its thinnest, meaning the possibility of spirits coming across and spooking you were at their highest. And of course, as time goes on, October 31st becomes, of course, the spookiest night of the year.
That's very interesting, man. I'm a history buff. I love that. I didn't know. That's amazing. And I've got to go check out that hill too. Okay, so what a perfect segue, right? So how about some haunted sites for travelers to visit? Do you have any of those?
Well, that's the beauty of it. You've got more than 400 castles here across Ireland. You can imagine that these folklore stories about haunted dwellings are very, very popular. The Trim Castle we just saw, people say that they've seen apparitions there as they've traversed the halls of Trim. But this is Kilkenny Castle. Beautiful city of Kilkenny, known actually as the most haunted city in all of Europe. And in the heart of town is Kilkenny Castle, which dates back to the late 1100s. And there are stories of folks who back in the late 1700s perished in that river, the River Nore that moves right past the castle, and their spirits are haunting the grounds of Kilkenny Castle. And there's also this white lady who a lot of folks swear they've seen sort of moving across some of the parlor rooms in that castle when they've taken tours there. So folks in Kilkenny lean into this idea pretty nicely. You can take these ghost tours any time of the year, but as you can imagine, they become super popular this time of year for sure.
Gabe, I could sit here and talk to you about this all day, but I have run out of time. And where can I send folks for more information?
All right, check out Ireland.com for all things Halloween, all things Ireland. And, of course, TravelZoo.com has all the deals to get you out here any time of year. So put Halloween 2025 on the calendar, David. We'll see you out here.
That is so cool, and you might see me out there next year. That is so rad. Gabe, I really appreciate your time this morning. And guys, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, head over to First Coast News Plus.